Bow. Mm. Da 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 da. All right. Get the fuck. 1 second, chat. Hi, Axie. Sigh indeed. Yeah, Casey, I'm not feeling it today, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the show had to go on, chat. First. Yes, you were. Yes, you were definitely first. By a second. You barely beat him. Oh my gosh. Hi, whoa. Chat. My junior operatives. It is time yet again to solve some mysteries. You're technically banned from watching this, but I can't stop you from being here. And I appreciate you being here as well. Boost up the numbers. And if you are familiar with how this series works, every case you solve, you get paid. No. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. It's okay. You'll be missing a couple of cases anyway, so you have to go back and do it yourself. But every case you get correct, every case you solve, chat, you guys, not me. I already finished most of this. You get anywhere from 25 per case to $50 per case. And if I can't pay you some way, shape, and or form, just know I'll probably get you a skin on Fortnite if you're Axie. But what we're gonna do is I gotta tune in real quick on a ye old laptop. Not that I really care, but we'll get there when we get there. I appreciate you, Em. So we're gonna continue from where we left off last time. I have no idea where the hell that's at. None in the slightest. But I only see 2 likes and there are 5 people here. That number should be drastically different. Just saying, that's just Mika. That's just Mika. All right, we're back into work. Oh, my debt. Uh-oh, chat. How now, Dr. Lee ... About that debt, Evan. Okay, chat. Whatever's on screen is for y'all to decide. Type it in the comments what you would say, and then I would just go with the majority vote, and then I'll pick that. Remember, in the last episode, because it's been a while, he hooked you guys up, gave you some exclusive footage for a specific case related to the parking lot incident. Some of the cam footage was missing, if you guys can remember this. And all he asked that he'll give you the footage in response that you pay him a little favor when he asks for it when the time comes. We were missing this entire section. We didn't know how this man right here got blamed. We just know he got blamed. Yep. You see, car pulled up, took him up. How paid off his end of the deal. It's up to you guys to decide if you're going to pay off yours or not. I mean, the options seem quite limited in my opinion. Dip your finger in the bag to get your buzz back. I was wishing on a star when I was that. Do it. All right, we got to do it. In case he's don't want us to do it, let's get this over with. Hey, what's up, Ari? Okay, good. I'm going to connect you to another FBI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Call beep 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 beep. All right, I don't remember how to do this. Y'all give me a second. It'll be apps, right? Wait a second. Mr. Howe, I actually don't know how to open my terminal. Somewhere in here. Chat. Your senior detective officer may have fumbled the bag. I don't know how to get into my terminal. How would I? Huh. It's been a while. I don't actually. Oh, wait, there it is. All right, what did he say to do? Because okay. Call. Pardon? Then I click it. There you go. Pay close attention, chat, because it's up to you to solve these crimes and do these things and such and such. Make sure I get it right, because last time I did it wrong. Space. I make sure everything's here right. It feels like it is. All right. Bet. Pay close attention, chat.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Like I had a choice.
Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours.
You don't say.
Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls.
Oh my God.
Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag,
Imagine.
I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Chat, does that seem suspicious to you? Could it be just a coincidence? The timing sounds a little strange. Or would you like to see what she thinks about the case, chat? Y'all pick. Choices are there in the bottom right. Actually, I just realized it's kind of small, so I'll read it. Hell yeah, that's weird. Coincidence? I think not. It seems a little fishy, chat. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? All right, we'll go with the timing sounds a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name.
Yes.
Mia Cole.
Mia.
It wasn't long before my
Mia Cole.
superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FBI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it.
Just had to make
That's
sure.
where I'm hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I will have my junior detectives on it right away. Thank you so much. But why would Hal help her with this, right? We gotta find out that.
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that.
Oh.
Not now, anyway.
Oh.
You just have to trust me.
Snakes.
Go ahead and search them in the human DB.
She don't even got a
The
picture.
husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Okay, well, before I search it in a DB chat, one thing I want to see is, what's his name? Sasha? No occurrence here. Okay. Just make sure his name's on the list. All right, chat. First thing first. It's up here, right? Yeah. We're going to check the human database. Whose name should we search up first? Mia or Sasha? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Come on, my little junior detectives. Kick it in gear. You're never going to get that promotion to executive head detective if you don't use your brain right now. We got 2 for Mia. You're in chat. I'm going to assume you're going to say Mia as well. Mia Cole. Let me see something. This is quite suspicious indeed. There's an error 403. Access forbidden. You do not have the necessary clearance level to view this profile. Something smells stinky in here. Okay. So that's Mia's, right? Now, can I pull up? Oh, I keep doing the wrong thing. Can I pull up a separate one for Sasha? Oh. Chat, we got a dinger. We got a dinger right now. Both of these have access forbidden. And I'm assuming they're married. Yeah, making lunch. You better make enough lunch for the whole office. The whole office. Anyway, chat. While she makes lunch for everybody, it's up to you guys to figure it out. Look at this. Look at this. Mia Cole, female, 31. Bam, bam, bam with her details. And then Sasha, I'm assuming is the husband. Well, it says right there. But his information is completely gone. We don't have the clearance for that.
Just another coincidence, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
think not.
Someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job.
We ain't gotta do shit.
To do it if we don't. Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
I think not again. This is bullshit. Okay, well, how can we access your case files?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise.
By the way, chat.
You can ask Hal.
Our task is to prove that the fire was not an accident. We get murdered too? I think not. I straight that, bro. When anything pop up on me, blow, blow. That's why you guys are the field operatives. You guys go out there and get potentially cooked. Me, I stay here and do office work. I like it here. Funny. How can we access those Cole files? How? I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. That sucks. But, dot. I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Oh, just type this. Skading bang, ba-ding bang, bing, bing, ba-ding, bing, bing, ba-ding, bing, bing, ding, 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 ba-ding, ding, 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 ding. But he wants me to do it here in this chat. I believe this is the one.
Sorry, I don't understand what that means.
Sorry. I clicked the wrong one. They both look identical. I'm gonna say this one too. There we go.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to
we got the case file.
Results.
Okay, chat, let's investigate this fire right quick. Let me get rid of everything here. Don't care anymore. Let's see what this case had in store. Goodbye, terminal. All right, what do you want to check out first, chat? The summary, the ring, the wedding picture, or the ash sample? Lay it on me, junior detective. Saw this. It's $25 to $50 on the line. With a twist coming in this stream. Hopefully we get there in time, but it's going to be crazy. Y'all going to have to read a book in less than 20 minutes. What are we looking at, Chad? What are we looking at? Come on, detectives. It was November 1922. I was in the office smoking a cigar, hard on a case that went cold 2 months ago. Wedding pictures? Wedding pictures. Oh, my God. Well, if I got to be honest, the Lord does not like someone. Took him straight out the frame. But this is what we got on the wedding picture. I personally have my expertise about this, and my forensic brain is already speaking to me, but I can't give y'all the hints. Let's do a little vote. Does this look suspicious or not? All in favor of this is suspicious, say ah. Ah. I indeed thinks this is suspicious. Ah. Yeah, indeed. Ah, indeed. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I can hear Ari in the kitchen. Ah. Makes sense. This is indeed suspicious. We're going to minimize that. All right, that was the wedding pictures. Wedding picture. We take a look at the ring, the ash sample, or the summary next. The summary is basically like what happened and what they reported and their conclusion to the whole thing, which I think is going to be cap and unadulterated bullshit, but that's just me. Ash sample it is. KC, you're on the ball today, bro. We have a chemical analyzer, or in other words, the Caesar language analyzer. Okay. So there has a manual. Pay attention to all this, the ion size, the delta V, the threshold. I think we did this last time, but we didn't save it. Or we didn't get this far, actually. I don't think we did. I don't think we did, chat. But who knows? We don't care. All right. So listen carefully to Teacher Caesar. We're going to skip that red stuff. We're going to skip this up. Let's go right to how to use, because everything else we don't care about. Okay. Open the sample in the dictated ChemScan LCA software. Input the appropriate settings for your sample. Use the formula, blah, blah. All right. Basically, this shit, don't worry about it. We just got to figure out the ion size and etc., which I think we've actually done this. Yeah, we did this in the last one. So hopefully you guys can remember it. But for liquid samples, the ion size must be set to 2.0 for both organic and non-organic samples. So the sample is solid, not liquid. So the ion size is typically around 6 if the material is organic. It's not organic. So the ion size must be set to 3.5 to avoid. Okay, so it should be what? It is non-organic. So it could be around 6. I shall read it again. The ion size is typically around 6.0, period. If the material is organic, the ion size should be set to 3.5 to avoid damaging the sample. So what do we set the ion size to, chap? 6 or 3.5? Give me your big brains. Let's go. Let's see it. Dan. 3.5, says Casey. Do we have anyone else disagreeing with the KFCs? 3.5, eh? Remember, if it's wrong, y'all got to go back and fix it. Not me. I'm chilling. This should be a green light. No idea what the hell's happening. Thank you. Agree? All right. Moving on. The delta V. The delta V can be calculated using the following method. For an organic sample weight in grams times 250. For a non-organic sample weight in gram times 100. The sample is non-organic, chat. So the delta V should be its weight, which is 4.2 times either 250 or 100. Now, Ari figured this out last time. So you guys got to do this without her until she come back. But what is the delta V? It is non-organic, and the weight currently is 4.2 grams. Do we multiply it by 250 or 100? Type in the full amount. So you do the math yourself. Type in what you think it is, not put it in. Come on, chat. There's criminals out there to get on the loose, on the prowl. Come on. I wish I could minimize these windows, make them a little smaller. We multiply sucker by 100. All right, KC. Would be 4.2 grams times 100. So somebody in chat right now jumped in and be like, that's 11,272. Guess what? I'm putting 11,272. So whatever exact number you come up with is what I'm putting in here. We don't die, we multiply. 6 likes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Doom, doom, doom. 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 Come on, chat. Bust out your calculators. Do something nice. Show me something. Show me some brain capacity. Let me see it. I have to keep. Yeah, I definitely have to keep looking at it on the computer. 420. Appreciate you, M. Put it in. M says 420. Do we have an agreement for 420? Ah. All in favor say ah. Ah. All right, moving on to the threshold. The threshold value will depend on the delta V and the sample type. For the liquid samples, the threshold should be set for 1/3 of the delta V. For solid samples, the threshold should be set to half the delta V. For gaseous samples, the threshold should be set to twice the delta V. We have a solid sample here, chat. A solid sample. So that means the threshold should be set to half of our delta V. What is half of our delta V, chat? Boom. Come on, investigators. Do your thing. Boop, boop, boop. Half of 420 is not a blunt. Don't say that. Don't pick that. I'll be on you, chat. Come on, investigators. 210. We got 210. Putting 210 in chat. All in favor of 210. Oh, look. Some things are wrong. I accidentally hit enter, but it revealed a couple things. Our sample matrix should be a 5. I'll do it on my own. All right. So the ion size is incorrect. That's the only thing that's wrong. The ion size is a solid and should be typically around 6.0, period. If the material is organic and it's non-organic, so that means this whole section here don't matter, I'm going to switch this to a 6. The way they worded it was kind of confusing. All right, chat, we're going to start the sample now. No longer need that. Good job, though, junior detectives. Y'all doing good. Wait till it picks up. It gets a little crazy. I ain't going to hold you. Lock chamber. It's beginning to suck. Calibrating ion cannon, laser ignition, scan process. Analyzing chemical composition. Generating results. Done. Let's check out the results of our sample, chat. This right here are frequencies, right? Frequencies of what's in there, the condition, et cetera, et cetera. Now, in this specific thing, I have no idea what the fuck to look for. I shall be honest with you. But it's in the manual somewhere, I believe. There we go. All right, chat. The chem scan will give, as a result of the analyzation, a frequency response. Yeah, this was kind of annoying. But a frequency response curve and additional sample characteristics such as pH, radioactivity, etc. The values are going to be used by the scan data report. I'm just going to call it a scan data report. That's what the fuck it says. Okay. Anyways, scoop it down. Open the scan data report software, input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequencies must be entered from the highest to the lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold represented by the red area. You can use the mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. I don't know where we input the frequency, but we got to calculate. So basically, chat, all these spiky arrow dudes, you see here, right? We got to go from highest to lowest. I shall do this part because there's not really much y'all can do about this. But make sure you pay attention to the numbers that pop up at the highest point. I think we can get like right there for that one. Can I not click it? Okay, I can't click it. So make sure you keep track of those numbers, chat. Okay. We have a notepad. Where is our notepad actually? I forgot I had Henry Jenkins as a one tap. All right, our highest point. Right in chat. This is our highest point. 4.30. Oh, sorry, 9.30. I read that completely wrong. 9.30. Boom. Next highest point. Make sure you write it down in chat. If you guys don't write it down in chat, then I will not write it down on the keyboard. Oh, no, that's all right. We'll keep 9.30. It's all right. It's hard to get the mouse position there. Sometimes it's a little weird. Oh, there we go. Next one. There you go, chat. Once you say it, I shall put it in. As a gentleman I am. Yep. Oh, my 5 got stuck. Quite strange. There we go, chat. There we go. Emma's cooking right now. Go ahead and do your thing. I bet. That's everything. Now, I don't know where the hell we put this in. There was another thing. There is. The data report. All right, chat. So remember, let's go back one more time and take a look at it. The frequencies must be entered from highest to lowest spike. Okay, so the highest spike, which means that it doesn't mean the highest frequency, right? It just means the spike itself. So first, let's fill out this data sheet with what we have on screen. Our CCVT is 901. So we'll put that in. The pH is 6.5. Put that in. All right. What was the highest spike's frequency? If you could remember, let me move this over here. Right next to our notes. What was our highest spike's frequency? Not the highest frequency, but the highest spike's frequency. 9.19. Okay. What was the next one, chat? The second highest. Come on, keep cooking. 241. Wow, I am not in it today. Tab. Next one, chat. 1.53. 1.53 a day. And the last one, I could fill in the blanks here. 1.6. We are scanning. All right. Chat, based off our analysis, we can deduce that the ash sample was caused by gasoline. No other identifiable residues. Okay. Now, the fire apparently just started by accident, but it was a gasoline fire, supposedly. So now, since we did everything else beside the ring, we could take a look at the ring if you want, or we can run right into a summary and see what the report says. Gas did it. Gas did do it, but maybe they left the stove on. Maybe left like something on and it caused like a fire like that. Who knows, chat? So we gotta take a look at the ring next or the summary. We've done everything else. The ring could have caused it. Maybe they brushed it against something, got a spark, and boom, bam. The ring it is. This is not the one ring to rule them all. This ring, the description Sasha and Mia is engraved on the inside. So somewhere inside the loop-de-shoop, it has both their names. Unfortunately, there's not much to go about it on this ring specifically. There's no nothing. I don't think it was scratched because it was a clean ring. They got this off of someone. Or they found it. I'm assuming Mia died with her ring on her hand, and this was just there. Right to the species. With that said, jump into the summary, chat. Okay. The following report was written by Agent Andrews and modified on by I don't care about the case ID. The case status is closed as of 2/27/1992. Conclusion: cause of death by accidental fire steaming from a malfunctioning wiring in the victim's oven. So there was a gasoline leak. Came from the oven. Crazy. Agent in charge was Catherine Andrews. Note. Summary. The fire started on 02/25/1992 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimum evidence remained at the scene. A single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed I gotta drink some water. My throat's killing me. The autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing to the cause of death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. 1 second. I'm feeling a little sick today. No indications of a forced entry or struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's reports referred to report concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. Chat, they're saying that the oven had a malfunction and it just killed her, straight up killed her. Do y'all believe that? Especially considering the fact that faulty wiring in the oven Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Because the gasoline fire was the thing. So we're gonna do that. That's our correlation. Faulty wiring. Someone did that on purpose. There were traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it.
Faulty
wiring
my dangle flamp.
This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
No idea. My junior detectives aced that though. Anyway, what are you gonna do now?
Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere. But I'm going to keep digging into this.
Yeah, you do that, Shotty.
It matters to me.
Exactly. How so? Why is it so important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved.
Oh shit, chat. We're in it for story time. Buckle in.
Almost from the start. And usually I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing.
Did I have breakfast today?
I just never could.
I don't think I did.
To be a singer, she told me.
I know I had lunch. Yeah, what did I have for lunch? I know it was like nuggets. Nuggets and some barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce is fire. Oh yeah, it was. I should take a shot. No, I'm on the clock. I shouldn't take a shot. Maybe I should. It's been a long day at work. No. I gotta lead the example for the juniors. But then again, I guess they can have a shot too. Learn from the pro. Or maybe not. Oh, a Hot Pocket would be so good right now. Garlic butter crust. It's pepperoni. Yeah. Not the sausage one. Or the breakfast ones are kind of nasty too. Or a salad. Oh, I could have a salad for lunch.
Are you still there?
Yeah. I'm here. My fault.
Oh.
I was just listening.
Anyway, thanks, operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
I would only hope so. Good luck, Agent Andrews. Don't even say bye. They never say bye. I hate it when nobody said bye, bro. All right, my operatives, you did great today. Oh, wait. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the cold case is strange. Don't you think? Well, yeah, I don't care. I want to do my job, that's it. But solving cases is your job. So is making sure victims get the justice they deserve. Look, ... I know you probably still don't trust me. Damn right. I'm on FDI's most wanted list. I hack into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going through the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry, sad face emoji. If I didn't have a good reason. Dog, what the hell? Look, I literally have no idea, and I literally don't care. Maybe you're thinking about turning me into... Yeah, you damn right I'm getting that bread, bro. You're worth a lot of money. But it's too late. You're in too deep. Chat, boss calling. Oh, shit. Hello?
Operator Tanner.
Yes?
Can I have a word?
Sir? Of course, sir.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole.
Yes?
You want to tell me why?
Don't talk to me like that. Do we tell him the truth, chat? Or do we lie to him? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Do we lie to the boss or do we tell him the truth? Again, they're suspicious. They investigated that, and that's what they came to. And his response seems kind of sus to me. So we can lie to him, figure it out, or we can tell him the truth. We lie. M says we lie. All in favor for a lie, say, Let me hear it, chat. Let me hear. We lying up here. Say that.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
Sure, bro.
I'll talk to you later.
You won't talk to me at all the way you talk to me right there. I know that was probably difficult lying to your friend. Fuck that man, bro. But you did the right thing. Only I know what the right thing is. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. I actually don't care, bro. Nah, not with that attitude. The reason I have so much access to FDI, I used to work there. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay, but I just want to know what we do now, bro. I really don't want to talk to you. For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later. Bro, you tell me you said bye. Nobody knows how to say bye. How to say bye. No, they don't know how to say bye. Say bye. No. Oh, shit. Hello?
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
You're talking to the same person you called last time, sir.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yeah, sir.
Good. You haven't been fired.
They won't ever be.
I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again.
But that would be unfortunate.
I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert.
Uh-huh.
You remember, right?
The desert case,
Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that.
Okay, cool.
But I did find something else.
Is it my mother? My father. That would have been crazy if you found him. Something disturbing.
You could say that. You could definitely say that.
Okay.
I found stones. A bunch of stones lying
You're in the
there
desert,
on
dog. What the hell is
surface
he
of
supposed to
sand.
find?
I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner.
Yeah.
Not in this suit.
Yeah.
The team arrives an hour later, and they start digging.
They start
Sure
digging.
enough, under one of the stones, they find a body.
Oh.
Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton.
Oh my
Turns
God.
out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
That's insane. How many corpses were out there, dog?
Hard to say.
Oh.
But I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
Okay. They found a body and a skeleton.
Yeah. Messed up, right?
Very.
Judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young.
Like a child?
Look, I
That's
won't
insane.
be around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton.
Okay.
And they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand.
Okay.
Buried there by the bones.
Okay.
Never seen that before.
Actually.
Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Of course. I'll get my operatives to work on it right away.
Let me send you the files.
All right. Dog, your signal kind of sucks.
It's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield.
My fault.
Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
All right, chat. Operatives, it's time to identify a body. Get on it. What do you want to take a look at first? Autopsy report, photo front, or photo back? Impress me. Impress me, chat. Let's go. Photo front, both quickly to pick. What? Now, mind you, we can click on these pictures and we can take a look at certain things. Like we can click on his face. I think we can click on his badge. Oh, that was a... Henry Jenkins, Mr. 1 HP and a Dream. Chat, he was actually one of our cases. If you can recall, actually, never mind. I'll just click it here. It's a bar case. If you can recall, the man that we identified in our victim picture, right, is none other than Henry Jenkins himself. Now, he said he found a body with a picture next to it. So this guy, 1 HP, turned out to get cracked down and sent back to the lobby. Mr. Henry Jenkins is officially KIA. Very, very strange. Very strange. Now, I wanted to see something real quick, since now we identified that. On this name list, I think Henry was on it. Oh, nope. I don't think he was. Let's see if Jenkins is on it. Jenkins? No, he was not on this list. I feel like I thought he was, but never mind. But there's a long list of people. Now, see, what my deduction is, my junior operatives, is that every name that's crossed out, they're cooked. They're done. They're sent out to the gulag. It's over for them. Every name that's circled, however, are people who are actively alive, right? I think Connie was here as well. Yes, she was. Let's find Connie's name. Connie Moore is the one that originally started this entire investigation, saying that she found aliens, she was abducted at such and such. Her name is circled because, as we could tell, Connie is still alive, right? Mr. Jenkins here is gone. So very, very sus that this is Mr. Jenkins' badge. So I'm only going to assume that this is Mr. Jenkins himself. Oh, but we don't have clearance to check out his profile. Oh, suspicious. The plot thickens like a fine soup. Okay, this is the front of the picture, chat. I'm going to keep this here. This is important stuff. All right, that was the photo front. We take the picture of the photo back. We already have the badge. We don't got to look at that again. Photo front. I'm sorry, photo back or the autopsy report. What's next? Lay it on me. The bat. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You are in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Who the fuck is Gabby? That's what it says, chat. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Let's take a look at his autopsy report.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Chat, I hope y'all heard the autopsy report. Damn. 9 years old. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. But if her hands all curved like that, I just imagine she was like in karate chopping bricks. And that's what did her in. That's the autopsy report. We got to identify the body. I think the body that we have here identified is Mr. Harry Jenkins. So I'm going to just identify his body real quick. It's not Henry Jenkins? Oh, wait, no, it's the body that we found was a skeleton one? Hold on, wait a minute. I mean, we can't really do much besides the autopsy report, I believe. Oh, no, chat. I'm out of luck. It's up to y'all. Okay, so a 9-year-old girl. Incisor, dental reports. Slight curvature in the hand. Still no name. This is crazy, chat. Based on what he said, though, said they found a photo of the victim in the sand, buried by the bones, which would be, oh, sorry, none of these. It would be her picture, I'm assuming, but unfortunately, we can't really tell. Yeah, we can't tell because there's a hole in it. I guess the photo back would give us a name, but I don't know. We have a Gabby in our system. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name.
Could be.
But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
Well, we gotta find this woman's last name, chat. Now, I really think that this list may come in handy. Do we have a Gabby here? If Connie's on this list, there's 2 occurrences of a Gabby Mills and a Gabby Bruce. Gabby Mills is crossed out as well as Gabby Bruce. So let's try Gabby Mills, see if that's our victim. It is not.
Are you positive about this one, Tanner? Check this name on the database to make sure it's the right person.
Doug, look, listen. I can tell you right now that we don't have a last name. Just want to type in Gabby. Let me see if Gabby Mills pops up. I believe it. I don't know if that's the right name. It is. This ain't the right Gabby. Gabby Bruce? I don't know why I closed that out. Oh, oh my God. Let's see if it's a Gabby Bruce. Age 9. Look at that. No picture. Gabby Bruce is the name. Status missing. And the metacarpal 3. Abnormal growth. Her name is Gabby Bruce, Doug.
How did you find this, Tanner?
I actually solved this one because it was a lot.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does.
All right, chat. From here on out, it's all y'all.
Proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Show evidence. Chat, what evidence do we have that it's Gabby? Besides the metacarpal 3. That could just be it. Truly, this is it. There you go, Doug. With your weird bones.
Be damned.
I'll be damned.
9 years old, Tanner.
I know.
Breaks your goddamn heart.
My heart been broken.
What the hell is going on out here? And what's the connection to Connie?
The list, dog. That's the connection.
Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay.
All right, chat. I did the first one. This one's y'all.
Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Chat, do we check the DB or do we check the name list for Quentin Spence? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. DB. Oh. That's not a DB. I don't know why I keep closing it. Oh, did not mean that. Let's take a look at him. Said 60s, but I'm close enough, I should. He's missing. Quentin Spence is missing. But how, Edgar, is Mr. Spence on the guest list? Let us see. Assuming the fact that he's probably cooked. He's not on the first list. All right, Quinn. Let's take a look. Oh. Oh, we didn't have to do all that. Where? Yeah, he is. He was on the first side. Mr. Quentin Spence. He was on the guest list. That party must have been crazy. He's on my list, dog.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can
Yeah.
you figure out what that business means?
I mean, that means they're dead, dog. What you mean? What does crossed out means? It means they're cooked. What else would it mean? It just means they're dead. All right, chat. How do we figure this one out? How do we figure out to identify and show them that they're cooked? Lines mean dies. I shall open up the bar case again. Just pull up our victim. Pull up the name list. Yes. How do we prove this, chat? Y'all think away while I figure this one out as well. We could try link it to the status of dead. Yeah, that means they're cooked, bro.
Looks to be about 100 names like that.
100 names, 100 stones.
Matches the stones.
Yes, sir.
God damn.
God damn.
And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive.
Yeah, I deduced
like
that.
our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never going to guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy
Bye, Ari.
disk
Good luck.
and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
All right, Emily, KC, brainstorm. Be ready. Be on the ball.
There you go.
All right, there we go. We got autopsy report 2. Badge. Floppy disks 1 and 2. Floppy disk 1 and floppy disk 2 are locked in the folder. So we got photos of the floppy disk, and then we actually have the floppy disk access themselves. Tell me what the operator's trying to do, bro. Make me proud. Make me proud. I'll move closer to. Use your brains, guys. Use your brain. Autopsy. Autopsy.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside.
Whoa.
It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange.
Doctor Strange.
In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
All right, chat. You heard the report. What is next? What is next? What do we take a look at? I can click from the laptop. The badge, I believe the same badge. No, it's his badge. Mr. Quentin Spence. He has Class A access, bro. Clearance level 3. It's very strange. We'll keep that there in case we need it. So I think these just are the floppy disk pictures. Yeah, picture 1, picture 2. Oh, picture 2 has something crazy on a chat. Research and development 1 and research and development 2. Pay close attention to this, chat. Pay close attention. These might be important later on. I just opened up the only one we can. Which one we take a look at? The study, the research 2. All right, chat. You read this. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I had to go handle Mr. Zybin. All right. Don't know how much of that you read, but I shall read. Upon my arrival to the BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even in a subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up. Oh, wait, I think this is Gabby. I'd be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138, a key component of his research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have an impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. 'Tis of great importance, I promise. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Ills, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. Yeah, resources? Crazy. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific... Hold on one second. I got my phone right next to me. I'm getting messages out the ass. Something happened? Oh no. Alright, we're chilling. I thought something bad happened. Oh god. Anyway, I am truly optimistic our research will make profound differences and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. What is FMP 11? Okay, so a bunch of stuff. All this stuff, I'm going to skip it. We don't need to know about that. To unlock the full potential. Full potential, chat. That is the key. Not clickable in the likes of the key. Research 1, research 2. That is a lock, chat. With frequencies and other stuff. Yeah, there clearly is a difference between 1 and 2. Nice. Now my brain is big and I've solved this before. So what I'm going to do is hook y'all up with how my detective brain would have kicked in. Something crazy like, you know what I'm saying? Something crazy like, you see what I'm saying? I think it'll be like right here. Chat, if I'm not the greatest to ever do it, I'm not the greatest to ever do it. How do I tell you? And then the password is up to you guys to figure out. Type in chat the password and I shall input it. Good luck. Do 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 do. Boo. Boo boo do do. After we crack this case open, no chat, I'm going to call it. I'm tired. I'm a little sick. I just need some sleep for real for work. Hey, I know. Pa-pa-pum. Oh, I just realized my face cam is kind of sort of in the way. You know, I'm going to put the password because I did realize my cam is in the way. Whoop, did not mean that. Try to do this with my left hand. Unlock. Nah, dog, that's the password. That. No, it's not. Is it? No, I'm missing an N. That's the password. This is my confession. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living and that I have been buried in dry-filled desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I'm writing this letter because I'm about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to a desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done, supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the stand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I'm not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions are noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. Scroll down. If you have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered, Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Oh yeah, you're good, bro. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. BioM, East Border Street. Please do not be as cowardly as I was, Quentin. Spence worked at a BioM facility that's here. Here's the address.
Don't let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner.
Yeah, I'm good at this
now. It's not far from here.
Good luck.
I'll check it out first thing in the morning.
Yep.
Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Yep. Take care of yourself, Agent Walker. Could just say fucking bye. Alright, chat, we're going to power off the laptop. And with that being said, I am happy that everybody joined today. Who could join, who did join, however. And we'll continue to investigate. I don't know what the hell that flash was. We'll continue these investigations in the next one. As always, I got a case of that. I hear it coming, and I'll see y'all later.